Hey everyone, it's Lindsay and I am back today with another video on die cut foils. Now, if you want to, there's free printable over on my blog today. There are two of them actually. One is this one you see right here. The other one says hello, and it is available over on my blog as well. They are both circles, and you can print these out and foil these just as is, throw them on a card base, and you're good to go. But I want to show you how you can take this up a notch. So what I did, I went ahead and printed out the printable on my laser printer. It has to use toner or it does not work. And then I went ahead and I found a circle die that matches the size of my circle. And I just ran that through my die cutting machine and die cut that out. Now I'm going to foil this. Now to foil, all you need to do is lay that die cut down, go ahead and stick your foil on top of it, shiny side up, put it in a carrier sheet. I just use a piece of computer paper that's folded in half, and I'm going to run this through my laminator. Now when this comes out, it's going to be a little warm, so just make sure you let it cool before you try and take the foil off. But you can see the outline of that circle, so you know it's stuck on there. I'll go ahead and peel this away, and there I've got a nice die cut that has foil on it, and it's ready to go onto my card. I also have that space, the positive space as well. You can use that on another card if you want to. I'll just put that to the side and save it in case I want it someday. And I did have just a little bit on the bottom that didn't have any toner on it, that didn't foil. My circle didn't line up exactly, but I'll show you how I fixed that in just a moment. I've got a piece of, this is from a 6x6 paper pad by Julie Nutting, I believe. And I just cut this down to 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, laid the same size circle die right inside there, and ran that through my die cutting machine to go ahead and create a space to inlay my die cut that I cut out before. Now I'm going to go ahead and use that same circle die that I used before with a size smaller. I'll go ahead and place that size smaller inside the larger one, run this through my die cutting machine, and this is going to create a very small thin frame, and that is going to cover up that little piece that didn't get foiled. Not only that, it just adds a little bit of solid space around the pattern paper and the foil, so it just gives a little bit of separation that this card really needs. Now that's all I'm going to do for this card, and then I'll just put it together. I went ahead and attached some double-sided adhesive to the back of my pattern paper, and I'll just go ahead and start peeling off the backing. I've got a white top folding card base that is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, a standard A2 size, and that is ready to go off to the left hand side. I'll go ahead and take this pattern paper and just line that up with the card base and lay that right over the top and give it a firm press to make sure it's in place. Once that is nice and secure, I can go ahead and move on to attaching the foil circle. Now I already have some double-sided adhesive on the back of this, and I'll go ahead and peel off the backing paper on it. But to add just a little bit more secureness, I'm going to go ahead and put some glossy accents just around the parts where I couldn't get the double-sided adhesive, the rounder parts of the circle, and this is just going to make sure that this is nice and inlaid inside that circle, and I don't have any of the sides sticking up where they shouldn't be. I'll go ahead and flip this over, and I want to make sure that it is aligned properly, make sure it's nice and straight, and also that the thank you will read correctly when you open the card. And then I'll go ahead and just place that right inside that space that I die cut the circle out of. And this technique is called die cut inlaying. It's very simple to do, you can see. But now I'm going to go ahead and adhere this little frame that I made. It's very thin, so you want to be a little careful. I'm just putting glossy accents all the way around, and then I'll flip this over and just align this with the circle, both circles, and this is going to cover up that little bit of white space that didn't get any foil on it. And I will just throw an acrylic block on top of this just to make sure that that circle doesn't move while the glue dries. And that will finish off the card for today. If you all want to make a card like this, you can go over to my blog. The link is in the description box below, and you can find both free printables over there along with quite a few others. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I will leave you with just a few pictures. for more information and the supply list, along with the free printables, you can head to my blog, craftingwhilecaffeinated.wordpress.com. The link is in the description box below, as well as that I in the top right hand corner. That will get you there too. Thank you guys so much for watching today, and happy crafting!